What's up, everybody? Tuesday, October 22nd. So, what happened today? Had a little nice rally going, but then it reversed at the end of the day. I think there was some news out of the UK. The UK Parliament voted down Boris Johnson's Brexit deal, at least for now. So, you had this last 2 weeks period, or the last 10 days, when hopes, went sky high about a Brexit deal, and then boom! Just like anyone would have expected, the hopes get dashed. So that sent the market down a little bit. This is what we've been dealing with. Headline trading, headline news. And I've said many times that if that's your game, if that's your approach, you're not going to make money. You're just not going to make money. If that is your approach, if you're a headline trader and you think, hey, I get the news before everybody else and nobody's going to be able to understand it like me, meaning you're really fooling yourself. Everybody does the same thing. I mean, if you go back and if you watch my videos for as far back as you want to go, I am consistently pretty much opposite the headlines. Because why is that? We know that that is typical zombie behavior. There's a news item, people react emotionally, and in this game, you want to go against emotion. That includes your own emotion. That's why I say so many times it is so important to control your own emotions. The emotions are what kills your success. You want to control your own emotions. You want to go against the emotions of others. And 99.9% of the people out there are trading emotionally. They're making emotional decisions. When you remove the emotional aspect of whatever it is you're doing, you're going to see the performance. You're going to see the results. The results are going to be there. And I don't care if you're talking about trading. I don't care if you're talking about life in general. The emotions affect your behavior. And that's another thing. We build these things up in our minds. We exaggerate the importance of these things, underlying everything. You know what has been the most helpful for me all along was just looking at the fiscal flows, which is the core of what I do. The core of my analysis are the fiscal flows, and that is the spending, the government spending. That drives everything. That's the tide that floats all boats. That's the tide that can bring everything down. And, I see that every single day. People have been buying, and, smart people have been buying my Understanding the Daily Treasury video course because, like I've said a million times, that is probably the most valuable resource out there that you can look at. And it's free. It's public information. Nobody looks at that. I mean, that is literally the checkbook of the U.S. federal government every single day. What comes in, deposits, what goes out, withdrawals. You're talking about billions and tens of billions and hundreds of billions and even trillions going in and out. So if you want to talk about inside information, there is no better inside information than that. I explained in the past, back when I was a floor trader, we used to do everything we could to get to know the big brokers in the pit because they would tell us where their orders were. And the big brokers who did business for, JP Morgan or Goldman or Merrill Lynch at the time, any of the big banks, they had huge orders on their books. So we would front run those orders when we knew that there were going to be buyers or if there were going to be sellers. So it's the same thing here. If you know the government is going to make a $40 billion interest payment or a $25 billion Social Security payment, or there's going to be, $100 billion coming in, it has an impact on the markets. And these things are very regular. They are scheduled. I mean, you can go back the prior year and you could see all the big payments. And I mean, I have all this stuff in a database that I keep, so I see that. But I mean, the information's there. It's public, is what I'm saying. Get my course. It's only 99 bucks. It's going to be the best 99 bucks you ever spent in your life. Go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com. You'll see a little tab that says courses, products, understanding the daily treasury statement. So what's going to happen now? The Brexit deal is dead for the time being. Zombies are going to sell. They're going to sell the British pound. They're going to sell the currencies. They're going to buy the dollar again. We're going back into this maybe small reversal up in the dollar. But I believe that the dollar's uptrend over the past, whatever it is, 20 months has been broken now to the downside. The underlying fundamentals of the dollar are bearish. We have massive fiscal expansion. The trade deficit is worsening. Monetary policy is not helpful to the dollar either right now. So you have all those things conspiring. The rally that we had based on the trade wars and all this other nonsense was just portfolio reallocation that was basically a correction in a bear market. As far as the stock market is concerned, massive fiscal supporting everything. All right. Something is coming up in early November that you have to be aware of. And if you sign up for my report, MMT Trader, again, go to pitbulleconomics.com, sign up for a 30-day free trial of MMT Trader. I will send you out the email and tell you exactly the date that you have to be looking at, because there is going to be some tradable action on that date. And again, reserve flows. Nobody pays attention to this. Nobody pays attention to this. You're talking about this enormous, vast sums of money moving in and out of the markets. They have short-term effects on the markets. Now, the bigger picture, the macro picture, those are the basic conditions and fundamentals that either lift the economy up or bring it down. And remember, I said we're not going into a recession. I said that all the way back early this year. I said it in February. I said it in March. I said it in April, May, June, July, August, September. I'm saying it now. And I also said that if we do go into a recession, feel free to throw as much criticism on me as you can think of, because it would be deserved, right? But I said no recession because there is absolutely way too much fiscal support happening right now. When you're talking about $5 trillion annually, and that's why you can go all the way back to 2009, and all these economists are sitting there scratching their heads saying, we can't understand it. This is the longest expansion ever in history. Well, for a reason. Because from 2008 to 2009, you had almost a doubling in the amount of government spending. And then it stayed above 4 trillion and it just kept going higher and higher. It ended fiscal year 2019 above 5 trillion. It's going to be up another 200 billion this year in this fiscal year. I mean, it's massive. That is massive. Money moves everything. That's what it's all about. All right, folks, go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com. Sign up for a 30-day free trial of MMT Trader. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.